Another amazing day in paradise. Yippee-ki-yay, Cowboys! ah. Is your relationship evolving you? Is it making you better? Are you allowed to speak your mind there, to express your feelings, your personal truth? Someone said, I just want someone to love me for me, the good, the bad, and my uglies. I completely understand you. We feel trapped when we can't be ourselves in relationships. Relationships should allow us to speak our mind, express our feelings, and our personal truth. Stay if it's true love, leave if it's lust. Pretty and handsome faces are easy to find. Beautiful souls are much harder, much more rare. What are they feeding you? If the mental, emotion, and the spiritual food is good, stay. Are they lifting your energy or draining your energy? Do you feel alive? Respect in relationships is earned through consistent behavior. As we go through life, we grow through life. Never let a relationship sweep you off of your feet to the degree that it takes you where you never had any intention of going. A dead love forgets how to be jealous. Love is best buried when it's dead. Complaining is a sign that we are not living our best life. It's better to use the energy you're using complaining to become the person you are capable of becoming. Redirect the energy to being the best you. Y'all hear that? Sounds like freedom. Yeehaw! Peter Wentz said, girls are like apples. The best ones are at the top of the trees. The boys don't want to reach for the good ones because they're afraid of falling and getting hurt. Instead, they just get the rotten apples that are on the ground that aren't as good, but easy. So the apples at the top think there's something wrong with them, when in reality, they're amazing. They just have to wait for the right boys to come along, the one who's brave enough to climb all the way up the tree. Well said, my man. I love it. We all just need to be patient. Everything we need will show up at the right time. Yeehaw! For some, the quality of the relationship decides the quality of their life. Why do we need relationships, right? Relationships are formed on different levels to fill different types of needs. An example, physical, psychological, social, financial, political needs, and much more. Whichever it is, the fundamental aspect is that you have a need that needs to be fulfilled. You say, I don't need anything. I want to give. Well, giving is as much of a need as receiving. When we form relationships, we want them to fill a particular need. And when the need is not filled, the relationship goes bad. If the needs and expectations we formed for the relationship are not filled or met by the relationship, it'll just go bad. We may say it's something else, but it most likely has to do with expectations not being fulfilled. People form relationships to experience a completeness in themselves. Good relationships, we feel complete. Bad relationships, we feel incomplete. Realistically, there is no human being who could fulfill your expectation. The best person in the world would fail all of your expectations because they can't be met by another person. Our expectations are so unrealistic. Understanding the source of your expectations will allow you to form a beautiful partnership. The challenge is our individual expectations change so fast, and keeping up with the expectations of others in a relationship is tough as well. Our expectations in life constantly change. People's expectations in relationships are changing at different paces. We want and expect others to think like us and to feel like us. When they don't, we get upset. Think about it. Who really wants to live with someone exactly like you? Imagine that. Not me. We seek relationships for their differences. If everything was the same, why would we want it? Exactly what we already have. Differences add color and dimension to our life. Resisting this is to resist something that is enhancing our life, making our life better. If all of your expectations were fulfilled, if they were filled, your life would be a bigger disaster than it would be having them not fulfilled. Getting everything you want, no challenges would mean no growth and a life and life could get a little boring and possibly depressing. So be glad you don't have everything you want. Why do we need a relationship? We want to be happy. We use others as a source of happiness, meaning our happiness doesn't start within. We are dependent on external circumstances. Our happiness should be on self-start, guys. Relationships are a place where we express happiness, not seek happiness. Seeking happiness through others, they run away. On the flip side, being an expression of joy, others want to be around you. The key here is to change your life from a pursuit of happiness to an expression of joy. Y'all hear that? Sounds like freedom. Yeehaw! Real love is a spiritual journey. It's a spiritual relationship. We all want a witness to our life. Real love shouldn't and can't be forced. Like Cinderella, the shoe doesn't fit. If the back of your heel is hanging out of the shoe, it's hurting. Take it off. Don't fuck up your feet. Find shoes that fit. When it's real love, you can be yourself. You don't have to be with the person. You choose to be. Example, because they do something for you, like pay your bills or tell you a bunch of stuff that you don't believe about yourself, you don't need them for that. Real love is when your consciousness levels are the same. The ego dissolves completely. You don't feel the need to compete with one another. We truly listen to hear what the other person is saying. Listening to the other person is vital. In real love, you are being celebrated, not tolerated. You have inner joy and outer joy. There's transparency, 100% honesty, 100% vulnerability. You can only develop honesty by being vulnerable. Real love doesn't change overnight. It has no conditions. It's unconditional. For real love, there's a respect for one another. When you respect each other, you don't put each other down. It's not real love if your relationship is just for show. It looks good on the outside, but one or both of you are miserable inside. It's not real love if the relationship is being tolerated and not celebrated. Evolution together is vital. If you're not evolving mentally, physically, and spiritually, and emotionally, it's not true love. If the ego is consuming both of you, it's not true love. True love dissolves the ego. Search deep within to understand why you need this relationship or any relationship. Somewhere there is some incompleteness. Get rid of everything in you that needs others. Then you'll see when you need nothing, everyone wants to be with you. When you need others, no one wants to be with you. It's only when the flower blossoms, the bees come. When you are a closed bud calling the bees, they won't come. Enhance who you are on all levels, mentally, physically, and spiritually. And get to a beautiful place and everyone will want you. All of life happens best when you are at your best. Work on being the best you. Being single and happy is better than being with someone not right for you and lying to yourself. Y'all hear that? Sounds like freedom. Yeehaw! Cowboy takeaways. Here's 4 key paths to an extraordinary relationship. 1. Be aware of your partner's feelings as well as your own feelings. Feelings matter. Listen to the emotions behind the words and relate to their emotions. Feelings and emotions are the core of every relationship. Be aware of the other person's emotions. See their emotions as valid and important. Listen with empathy and attempt to understand why they feel the way they feel. Allow them the space to feel safe and to be vulnerable. Seek to understand, not to agree. Be sure to acknowledge and validate their feelings. Let them know it's valid. It's a valid thing to feel the way they feel. An example, I totally feel how you feel about blank. I totally see how you feel about blank. And blank can make you feel like blank. I feel the same way if I were you. I hope that was clear. Allow the person to feel how they feel and to experience their emotion fully before moving towards any kind of improvement in the way that they feel. Give them the permission to decide when they are ready to move on and to feel a different emotion or go to a resolution. A partner is there for support, not for you to try to fix them. Only after their feelings have been validated and acknowledged fully felt, help the other person to strategize ways to manage the reactions they might be having to their emotions. An example, are you open to new ways or another way of looking at the situation? Is a good question to ask them. If they are, this is an important opportunity for you to offer advice or a solution. 2, create an emotional, healthy environment within your relationship. Express love to the other person through touch, gifts, quality time with all of your focus, undivided, and giving them undivided attention. Don't miss the small opportunities to serve them by helping with the dishes or giving them a compliment. Never ignore their presence. Even if you are angry at that moment, there is no reason to give the cold shoulder to the person who loves you. Do not physically or emotionally withdraw from them, especially during conflict. To withdraw in a relationship is to commit emotional divorce. The number one symptom of withdrawal is a lack of communication. So always communicate, communicate, communicate. When we commit to a relationship, we are committing to communication. Verbally or not, you are communicating, even through the body language, by not saying nothing. Speak from your heart. Put your feelings into words. Follow through on your promises. Apologize and admit your mistakes. Do better next time. The health of your relationship and the way your partner feels should be your number one priority. Be sure to encourage them. Let them know that they're not alone and they have a team. Express your wants, needs, and expectations clearly in the relationship, and take time to understand the other's wants, needs, and expectations. Laugh and play together. Have lots of fun. This bonds a relationship like experiencing intense trouble with a person does. The great times bond like the turbulent times. Become an expert of the person you are in a relationship with. Learn everything about them. This will help you become an expert in loving them in the way they feel the most loved. 3, honor the 3 cardinal relationship rules. Never lie. Never lie. Oh, and never lie. Never lie about anything. Never adjust or change your inner truth in order to meet the hopes of or expectations of another as you assess them. Be completely transparent with your partner. Be completely transparent with your partner. Present a fully authentic view of yourself. Never betray yourself in order not to betray another. This is the highest betrayal. In relationships, what we all want most is spiritual and psychological intimacy, total transparency, truth. Intimacy is the ability to let another person see into you, the ability to be naked emotionally, spiritually, and psychologically. Always stand naked before your beloved, emotionally, spiritually, and psychologically. 4, how do I know if this is my soulmate? Is what someone asked me the other day. A soulmate is a connection of the souls. It's not physical, it's spiritual. Soulmates touch one another without touching physically. It's a heart connection. The soulmate connection it's a heart connection. They feel one another's energy. A soulmate is someone you can be yourself around. They meet your emotional needs and bring out the best in you. They treat you with kindness and respect. They elevate you in difficult times. They help you love yourself more. Yeah, they help you love yourself more. They allow you to be vulnerable but safe. They have total acceptance of your deepest secrets. They cheer you on, encourage you, and uplift you. They care about what you are up to in your life and support you. Sometimes giving up their own agenda just to make you happy. When they hug you, you realize love is the only real thing that matters. Well, that makes me tremble. They make you believe in love again. Cowboy recap. Love speaks 2 languages, one with the lips and the other with the eyes. When they contradict, believe the eyes. The eyes ask and answer all. Eyes are the window to the soul. Personality exceeds beauty as beauty seems to fade in time. Woo! Enhance who you are on all levels, mentally, physically, and spiritually. Get to a beautiful place and everyone will want you. All of life happens best when you are at your best. Work on being the best you. When we become conscious, relationships no longer become a struggle. When we are happy, everyone else seems to be fine. We are the world, we see the world as we are. Someone who wants the best for you is what's best for you. Speak words of encouragement. Highlight your partner's strong points. What I love about you, honey, is what I like best about you. Yeah. Evolve the relationship by asking, what can I do better? What can I do new? Listen deeply without interrupting or giving advice. Just be present. Deep down, we all just want to be gotten. We all just want to be heard. We want someone to truly listen and truly understand us. I wish you greatness in everything you do and in all your personal relationships. And with the gift of each day, remember to know your worth. People can only love you as much as they love themselves. If you're not getting back the love you give, you feel like love is not being reciprocated, it's not your fault. Realize your worth. Know you are worthy of the beautiful, amazing relationship. You're worthy of a beautiful, amazing relationship. Find someone who is capable of giving you the same love you give them. This is Cowboy D, encouraging you to live like someone let the gate open. Rise to every occasion. Never give up and do whatever it takes to live your best life now. That's the Cowboys Path. Hit them up and move them out. Yeah! Yeah. Love is in the air.